Cheerios. And they would just use this worksheet to add the Cheerios to. And then there are also problems I want them to solve. And for the subtraction part, they have to eat the Cheerios to take away the number. So that's just a simple activity. And then for my activity 2, it's called the Making Apple 10 Packs. And I just want them to solve this problem. It's just a farmer wants to put a bushel of 10 apples into his basket. The apple tree has red apples and green apples. How many different ways could he put both colored apples into his basket to make 10 total? And then they would use a base 10 frame to do that, which is just in there. And then they would use counters to they would use different colors, so a red or a yellow would represent green or red. And then I would want them to get into groups and just show each other how they would do the different ways. And then for activity 4, I had something in there, but I don't know what happened to it. But it was just, it's called adding coins, and this is kind of like a treasure chest. And in their groups, they would take turns just digging for treasure and just using a measuring cup. And then it has purple beads and gold beads. And a gold bead, if they get a gold bead in their pile, they can take 25 cents out of the treasure chest and add it to their pile. But if they get a purple bead, they have to put 25 cents back. And then at the end, they would just add up all of their coins, and whoever has the most wins. And then for my activity 5, it's the addition deck for who has. And they just have a series of questions, and they would get into groups, and they would all be dealt cards. And then they would lay their cards out flat. And then the first person who would go would ask the question, like I have one who has 7 plus 7. And they would all have to look at their cards. And whoever has 7 plus 7 would just put their card down. So at the end, whoever puts all of their cards down first wins. And then just for my assessment, I would just walk around the room and just see if they're all following the directions right, and if there's very little to no problems. And then at the end of class, I would ask them just like what activities we went over, and if they liked the activities and how they think all of them connected. And then for my content standards, this just follows mathematical reasoning. They just like determine the approach, materials, and strategies to use. Algebra and functions. They would just have to understand the meaning of symbols plus, minus, equals. And then also number sense. Identifying and knowing the value of coins to show different combinations of coins that equal the same value. Oh, and I think I skipped activity 3. And that's just adding and subtracting cubes. And I just have this worksheet I want them to follow. So they would take one solid color and then just like a different color and just make these. I don't want them to solve the problem. I just want them to do the equation using these coins or using these blocks. And then also for people that get done early, I would have this it's called duck addition, and they have to solve the equations, and then whichever answer has the number 5, they have to color in.